Yo, what is good? My quick crypto family and my coin factory family. Back once more with another daily live stream. 89 days in a row, you know. The timing may not be the best. I may not always get on time, smack bang at the same time every day. But either way, every single day, we've been here. We've been talking about Kaspa, talking about crypto. We've been learning more and more every day. And we have some very, very big sources to cover in this video from, once more, Kaspa updates, KRC20 updates, real world developments, other projects, but also shout out to Mr. Miles or Sir Miles, one of my mods in my free Discord server, who found this absolute, well, for me it's a gem, right, of a video from Millionaire and Shark, Kevin O'Lowry, who confirmed some very bullish news when he was speaking to Morgan Peers. So mainstream media, that, you know, if he thought Donald Trump was to win, he would long the energy sector. We'll get into the video in a moment, as long as every other piece of news we have in this video as well. But what you have to understand is, when you look at this source, when you hear this information, that Kaspa, thanks to the KII, they're getting very, very deeply involved in the energy sector. Incredibly, insanely deeply involved. So you could loosely, therefore, connect what Kevin O'Lowry is saying about Trump. If he wins, you long the energy sector, to saying if Trump wins, that'd be bullish for Kaspa. Again, that's me maybe picking at straws here, but I see the connection, I see the vision. I think it's a logical way of thinking about it, considering Kaspa's connection to the energy sector through the KII. Again, remember, Roy O'Neill from the KII, who's been on numerous roundtables, so to speak, and made some very bullish announcements throughout, you know, his time working for the KII. He also mentioned, one of the first roundtables I heard from him, that the energy sector in the emissions market, that's one section of the energy market, the emissions market alone, by 2030 should be worth $2 trillion. That is a lot of money, a hell of a lot of money. That's by 2030, that's 5 years away, which is insane. And by that point, we should see the underlying assets, which therefore very well in 5 years' time could be Kaspa, be extremely valuable. All in all, Kaspa's price right now, if we look at it on the trading view, it's currently down 2.69%, valued at 11.79 cents. Obviously, still not, you know, doing anything amazing. It's still frustrating if you're only looking at price action, but if you're holding Kaspa for what you believe is going to do in the future, and you hear the videos and sources about to show in this video, then, well, nothing to be worried about at all. It's just more opportunity to buy cheap Kaspa. Good news as well is Bitcoin seems to be doing very, very well. Right now, up 1.16%. It did surpass 69k earlier today. It's come back down since then. This obviously, considering that this here was the peak, this here was the peak level of the 2021 bull cycle. 2021, 2022. This 69k was the peak of the bull cycle in 2021. So this is even now, it's still the hardest level of resistance for crypto to break above. We've done it before, of course, in March of this year. And I think we'll probably see it happen again before the elections. Again, we'll get into that in just a moment. But of course, if you enjoy these streams, we're doing these daily, leave a like. Help out more than you know. Share with your friends and subscribe for more. Jay Honeyman Man, welcome back to the stream. Afternoon. Oh, still lurking, just being too busy to panic about the dip. Yeah, exactly. Ultimately, if you believe where Kaspa's going to go, then, you know, the dips, you know, they can cause panic, of course. But if you're just solely focused on learning and just busy, building yourself up, whether it be, you know, health, like with health, whether it be mentally, whether it be physically, whether it be, you know, financially, if you're just too busy, these sort of corrections won't matter to you, because you're not holding Kaspa short term. You're more than happy and more than you're right to be worried with corrections in memes, because they're volatile. You know, they're gambling. If it's Kaspa, a long term holding, you shouldn't be panicking about temporary dips. I'd be more bullish in that regard, but hey, you know my opinion on that anyways. Bingo Banger Man, welcome back to the stream. Good morning to you too. Toggle Delay, good morning. MVE, good morning to you too. Cash Ching, good afternoon to you too. And Eddie, 1111, guessing you're some other part in the world. I believe it's probably in America, maybe wrong though, but yes, around that part in the world. It's 1111 somewhere, right? Evidently a very, very, maybe very lucky numbers. Maybe the lucky stream for you all. But yes, anyways, without further ado, let's get into the first crucially important part that I want all of you now to listen to and understand right here. From the Watcher Guru here, fun fact, less than 5% of the global population is invested in crypto. The Federal Reserve released a paper sometime earlier this year where it stated that less than 7% of the population, I think it may regard to America, not the world population, but either way, the population know of crypto. That's the difference. There's people who've invested, people who know of crypto. I actually saw a video going through Crypto Twitter probably last week where some, one of those, casual, like, go into the street and just interview people, right? And they're saying, would you rather have $10 or 1 Bitcoin? Like, what is Bitcoin? Sorry? And people even saying, oh, I'd rather have $10. I'm like, and these people, they're not like they're not necessarily the rage bait, I'm obviously it's going to be, a little bit skewed to try and get the opinion from us, like, oh wow, no one knows of crypto, but it is surprising that so little people actually know of crypto, know of Bitcoin, know of Kaspa in particular. How early we are. And keep in mind that right now, in the back ends of the financial system, with fiat crashing, dollar crashing, the banks going kaput, which again we've got sources to showcase that in this stream as well. Like, right now, what's being done around the world, with the BRICS nation, with America, with England, with the UK, with Europe, everywhere, they're incorporating blockchain technology into the back end of their financial systems. Blockchain is taking over. What's happened to information, newspapers, which then kind of got, is irrelevant because you've got the internet. The same thing's happening now with finances and money. Paper money becoming irrelevant, crypto is taking over. That's where we're at right now. That's where we're at right now, where we are so early that internet right now is used by majority of everyone, right? Like, I don't have a statistic for you, but pretty much everyone has access to the internet somewhere, right? And the same thing's going to happen to crypto. And we are under 5% of the population that actually know and invest in crypto. So we are very, very fortunate. When this space takes off, which will happen thanks to all the adoption happening with, blockchain technology, with governments all over the world, when it takes off, and a lot of it's going to be happening this cycle. This is why I keep saying this is the generational cycle here, because this is when the cycle institutions are finally getting involved, and it's only going to continue growing up more and more from here. You've got institutionally important people saying that Bitcoin could be a $1 million, could be worth $1 million in the future. That is insane. It's currently at 69k. So this might be one of the last times where we can actually just sit back and be kind of chill, but knowing that we're early in crypto, because from November, pretty much, and probably from that point onwards as well, it's going to be busy. It's going to be very, very busy. So, but I welcome it, knowing that I will have generational wealth. I'll be able to retire my entire bloodline, hopefully, through crypto, and definitely with Kaspa as well. So, maybe it's too early for Kaspa. I understand your point, Michael. The way I see it is, to an extent, yes. For Kaspa to be widely adopted by institutions, yes. The KRI are helping Kaspa get that leg up. But will Kaspa make gains in this cycle? I think it will, because, as history has shown us time and time again, new projects always outperform the older projects in this space. Sui right now is correcting quite severely, 6% down, had its nice little run up from down here, coming back down again. Sui's still going to make gains in the cycle because it's a new project. I'm quite sure of that. Same thing with Tau. Tau is still hovering around the same level of consolidation right now, but Tau's also a new AI project. AI is big, so this is going to make some significant gains in the cycle as well. Kaspa's it's not been seen a cycle yet before. It's not seen a bull cycle, so Kaspa will make gains in the cycle because it's already done incredible. We already know how well Kaspa's done already, but it's still got more to go when you get the adoption coming through, which will happen, at least in my personal opinion, not financial advice. Once Bitcoin goes to 100k, we will see every TV talking about it. Even our grandpa will ask about it. Yeah, right now you're seeing mainstream media start to adopt and talk about crypto. They never, literally last year, they either never talked about it or they were fudding on it. They are like, nah, Bitcoin's bad. It's used for, be careful of Bitcoin. It can be used by, bad actors, by, it's illegal sort of stuff. Like, and don't get me wrong, there are cases of that. We know that. We see scams in the space already. No matter where you go, if money's involved, there's going to be illicit stuff happening. That's just how, unfortunately, this corrupt, rubbish world works. It's just how it happens. The good comes with the bad. But now, mainstream media are actively talking about crypto time and time again. For example, we got a Bullish video here that I'm going to showcase right now with Matthew Sigel, head of digital asset research at Millionaire, so a very, very big company, a big institution, who states our bet is this is a very bullish setup for Bitcoin into the election. He's literally stating Bitcoin is getting ready to explode pre-election, which is only 9 days away now, maybe 8 now, very, very close. So listen to this real quickly.
Be a catalyst. And our bet is that this is a very bullish setup for Bitcoin into the election. We saw the exact same pattern in 2020 where Bitcoin lagged with low volatility. And then once a winner was announced, we had a high vol rally as new buyers come into this market. And that's the great thing about Bitcoin, is that every day there's new buyers being born. It's kind of like the video game industry. The olds who hate it die off. The new folks are buying it. And what we think is that once the election result is finalized, Moody's is going to downgrade U.S. sovereign debt, and that could be a catalyst for Bitcoin to catch up.
Doesn't gold correlate with the dollar and with M2 as well? And gold and Bitcoin seemed like the correlation broke down a couple of times recently.
Bitcoin is a chameleon. Its correlations change over time. It's hard to predict what it's going to be correlated with over the short term, over the long term.
But you really say it's because of the 21 million and it's fixed amount is out there, therefore the debasement of the currency favors that. I mean, that's...
Yeah, it's
some people call that fairy
it's
dust.
a non-U.S. asset. It's an emerging markets asset. And while we were all hyperventilating about the election over the last week, BRICS had a conference in Russia. There's 6 new members of BRICS this year. So BRICS GDP is now greater than the combined GDP of G7. Of the 6 new members, 3 of them, Argentina, the UAE, and Ethiopia, are now mining Bitcoin with government resources. So there is tremendous urgency outside of the U.S. to find a way to circumvent the irresponsible fiscal policy that we've been running here in the U.S. In fact, Russia announced an initiative. Their sovereign wealth fund is going to invest in a regional initiative to build Bitcoin mining and AI infrastructure throughout BRICS, with an idea of settling global trade in Bitcoin. So look, someday, I don't know if it's 5 years, 10 years, Putin's going to die. We're going to look to reintegrate.
So, pretty straightforward as you ask me. We are seeing mass adoption of Bitcoin, not just in the United States, all over the world. In the BRICS nations, where the BRICS nations, their global GDP now outweighs the G7 countries. They are a power to be reckoned with, and they're adding more members as we speak as well. They're planning to. And more of their members, UAE, Argentina, and Ethiopia, they're now mining Bitcoin with government resources. Bitcoin is literally growing in adoption more and more. And all of this is happening pre-election. So there's seemingly a lot of signs, a lot of indicators, more than we probably even know of, because, again, these people have insider information. They know more than we do. We could do our research, of course, and try and find out as much as we can, but they will always have to be a step ahead of us. That's part of the problem of being where we're at in retail. But point being is we are seeing signs, continuous signs that, pre-election we're seeing a lot of adoption. Bitcoin is rallying very, very well, and it's still going to continue in that fashion. And because now, again, the West and the East don't really like each other. We should know that, I don't think America gets along with BRICS at all. I don't think the UK gets along with BRICS either. Like, it's just it's not a good relationship right now. So my point in that regard is that with the BRICS now opening up Bitcoin mining, trying to get more and more access to Bitcoin, we will likely see places like America accelerate their policies and their operations so they don't fall behind. They're already behind now. So they want to catch up if they can. So they're going to have to start, removing Gary Gensler, changing the SEC, stop enforcing crypto policies so they can actually start getting adoption and start buying more and more of the Bitcoins and crypto. That is where we're at right now. That's how so we are currently less than 5%, with institutional adoption coming to flood in right now. You're seeing mainstream media talking about it more and more, about how much upside potential there is for Bitcoin at this current point in time. And we're still insanely early. So yes, we will definitely be hearing our grandparents talk about it, and hopefully in the future we could be telling our grandchildren, yeah, we bought at 69k when it's worth millions, and we can just sit back and laugh, because they're going to be people are going to struggle, of course. People, again, 5% of the population know of crypto. A small fraction of people don't actually know of crypto, so we'll be the ones to hopefully get ahead of the institutions. If we do our own due diligence, do our own research, and invest in the right projects, which for me is Kaspa, we'll get ahead of them, and we'll be happy just to sit back, sipping pina coladas on our islands and so on and so forth. You get the memo. But people who have not got in yet, or they're investing in the wrong projects, they're going to still be trapped. So I count myself lucky that I am in crypto, as early as I am. obviously being here from last cycle as well, and also that I have found Kaspa as early as I did as well at 11.7 cents. Reason why as well, again, is thanks to the KII, and this 15-second clip, again, shout out to Mr. Miles, my man, 15-second clip from Kevin O'Leary talking to Piers Morgan about elections, about Trump, about the energy sector, and therefore we can make a correlation to that with Kaspa. Listen again very, very closely.
Simply don't know. If I knew with certainty Trump was going to win, I would be going long energy right now at 6 and 7 P stocks. I'd be putting a huge amount of money into U.S. energy stocks, and I can't get any of my fellow investors to go with me there yet. We simply don't know.
So, again, very short clip, but very blunt point to the message. Kevin O'Leary, who's a millionaire, who's part of the Shark Tank, TV show. He's someone who's made a great deal of wealth. He's very well known. And he is telling Piers Morgan, therefore, effectively telling the world that if he was confident that Trump would win. Right now, we have sources on Twitter from Polymarket saying that Trump's like 30% ahead of Kamala Harris. But then you have other sources saying that Kamala Harris actually is winning. As he's right, you simply just don't know yet. Crypto people want Trump to win, of course. And this is also a reason more so now why I don't say I'm pro-Trump. I'm pro-crypto, I'm pro-Kaspa, and seemingly, if Kevin O'Leary is right, which he seems to be, Trump would be better for what we want as investors, which is crypto to pump, and also he would be going long on the energy sector. And we know the types of connections Kaspa has to the energy sector thanks to the KII. There's so much that Kaspa's going to be able to do with the energy sector thanks to the KII, and seemingly, therefore, Trump would help push Kaspa to next levels. I'm not saying again it will happen snap of the finger, flip of the switch overnight sort of thing. Kaspa is still very early on in development, still no 10 PPS, no smart contracts, both of which are seemingly very imminent. No Dagnite yet, which I haven't heard much about Dagnite yet. Still no tier 1 exchange listings. There's still so much for Kaspa to actually work on. So it's still very, very early. But either way, if Trump's going to be able to accelerate the energy sector and make it better, that just creates a better foundation for Kaspa when it ends up growing into the space more, which is what we're waiting for. And also, for those who remember, the KII are also not slowing down either. They're planning to add 5 new members to their advisory board to expand their expertise and experience of the KII to basically help more so with Kaspa. This is very, very big, so Kaspa is going to be able to put in even more regions as well, or even accelerate their ability to get into those regions. It's very, very good to see where we're at this space right now. We're seeing sources of the sources, information and documents of the documents. For example, this here from Captain Sats. Just for fun, did you know the Kaspa founder and Kaspa Gozdag author are referenced in various central bank papers? For example, the Bank of Italy here, Sompolinsky, Bank of Italy, or Bank of Canada here, Bank of Canada here, Sompolinsky again. And Aviv Zohar, his mentor, Bank of Finland. I'm not going to click through all of them, but you get this again. Captain Sat, shout out to you. He has gone through, he's done his own due diligence and showed research paper after research paper, dating back from 2017 as well, with Sompolinsky and Aviv Zohar being quoted, referenced in it. The Dallas Fed, European Central Bank. This is why I'm bullish on Kaspa. Kaspa, they don't give a damn about price action because they are experts in this space. They know what they are building, and and people recognize them for their work. Not us. We do. I do, of course. I'm sure you guys do as well. But they are being referenced in numerous central bank papers. People right now who, they run the world. And I'm not talking about the song. It's a very, very bullish thing to see this sort of information. Again, the sort of information that I have here is stuff that I'll be linking in my free Discord server, where I found out about this video here. Shout out to Mr. Miles again. This was through my free Discord server. So the link is in chat right now in the description, also on my YouTube homepage. But if you want to check it out, go to see it for yourself, because it's all about, we share information and sources and alpha information, if you will, about Kaspa, of course, but also about other crypto projects and market sentiment and all that other stuff as well, where we're going out in the space. This sort of video here, stuff I'll be putting in my Discord server and explaining what it means. Doing a TLDR, giving everyone a bit of insight, because it's just what you need to understand in the space right now, why we are early, why I'm still bullish, despite the fact that Kaspa's price is down. what's happening in this space is not slowing down at all. And you've got to keep in mind, again, not financial advice, do your own research, invest at your own discretion, but when you want to maximize your profit, if you will, you don't want to be chasing candles, green candles. You want to be buying at the dips. I understand people who've lost faith in Kaspa because they bought at 20 cents. I do. But if you see the source I'm about to show you in this video and also this here, and you know what Kaspa's doing in the energy sector, the KII, you'd be more bullish that Kaspa's down here because you can actually get it cheaper. You know, I don't think Kaspa's going to remain this low for much longer. Personally, I don't. I think there's going to be big things on the horizon for Kaspa. But if it doesn't happen, fantastic, I buy cheaper more. Anyways, what's up, my man? Welcome back to the stream. Hello, Caspians. Yeah, it's early for everything. Again, that was proof of it. My man here talking about it. Matthew Segel also talking about how early we are in general, not just for Kaspa, for every single project in this space. But Kaspa, in its sense, is probably even more early. But they have the institutional backing, effectively. There's going to be a mass hysteria. Yeah, you know it, Eddie. It's going to be crazy when it happens. Good morning to you, too, my man. Kaspa just makes sense. Yeah, it does. Next level cash, it really makes sense. It's just what it is. Kaspa to the moon and Trump will win for sure. Kaspa to the moon, definitely. Trump will have to wait and see. Again, even Kevin O'Leary is not sure. And if he was sure, he'd be forcing, if you will, all of him and his investors and his people to go long on energy sector. But he doesn't know himself. Do we have a summary on the Kaspa Innovation Summit? I saw the stream was 9 hours long. Do you know what key points were presented there? Good question, Cash Ching. I have not listened to it because I haven't had much time to spare at all. Definitely not 9 hours. I did showcase in my stream yesterday some of the points were regarding smart contracts. This post here from where is it? Here from Shy, not this one. That one from Shy, yeah. Shy said, I can't wait to find the time to watch this conference about smart contracts on Kaspa, especially crypto aspects discussion on his brainchild Sparkle, a platform for running a on-chain ASIC zero instructions similar to Solana. So basically, again, it's just, it sounds really, really bullish. I did cover it in my stream yesterday. Those who didn't see it, go and check it out already. Talking about the smart contracts incoming. Other bullish news like, for example, Gold. It's going to be listed on Mexi very, very soon. And AR meme coins right now. AR meme coins is the meta. But I mentioned smart contract yesterday. Touching on smart contract design at Kaspa L1. L1 zero knowledge proof verification coming soon, allowing for zero knowledge rollups. Kaspa aims to be an L2 agnostic, so everyone is welcome to develop their own L2 system that can execute on top of Kaspa. And Kaspa state of our proof of work sequencer and soon to be a proof as well. And I've also showcased it's also all of this is in my stream again, in my Discord server again, about the benefits of smart contracts for Kaspa, why it's so big. This especially the understanding of it comes from Chris Kang. Chris Kang made a thread talking about it here, talking about why Kaspa with smart contracts, their upgrades will be the end game. Ultimately, just saying that it's going to steal thousands, if not millions of dollars a month from other chains for the fact that it doesn't have to sacrifice centralization and can still be very, very quick. That was kind of that is one element. Again, I'm not sure exactly what everything entailed in this stream, but that's one element about the stream is smart contracts, and that is one of the most bullish things coming to Kaspa. Again, why I can say still wholeheartedly that we are early. No smart contracts. Not in the energy sector just yet, but those two alone is enough for me to be bullish. And of course, there's so much more coming for Kaspa as well. And here we got here from Jake Gargan, 319k. Very, very big Twitter page. He just said, the more I learn about Kaspa, the more I like it. The Kaspa community is built different. The adoption's growing more and more. That's what we want to see. And here we've got some other meme token news as well. We're going to talk about it as well because again, it is still bullish to hear. The meme tokens will help out Kaspa in due time as well. How would go long? He would go long, you said. Yes, he would go long. On energy sector level, he would go long on Kaspa, I guess. Also, will take a decade for KI to implement Kaspa into energy sector. Till then, who knows what new tech will take spotlight. I suspect that XRP might get a bit of spotlight in it because I know they are being utilised in some of the energy sector. Not to the same extent. I think that Kaspa will be, but there will be probably other projects definitely involved, but I think the KI are going to help fast track Kaspa to get in there sooner. It will take a while. Not of a decade, but it will definitely take a while. It's one of those ones. It could take a very long time, but you've got to understand right now that a lot of the developments have been happening in the back ends for a while. Kaspa, for example, they've been building for 12 years, and it only got released 3 years ago. So a lot of the initial research and development needed was already being done in the back ends when we weren't aware for a very, very long time. Now it's all coming to the spotlight, to the front center stage, where now things can happen a bit quicker. Still, things are taking some time. Nothing's guaranteed in this, but it still takes a long time. But my point being is, these things will take some time, I'm sure, but it could happen quicker than we think at the same time. And when do they implement? Will mean nothing. Only winners will be miners, and miners do nothing but sell and push the price down. I mean, maybe, but I also disagree, because again, Roy O'Neill of the KRI did state that underlying assets of the emissions market, again, one sector of the energy market, will be extremely valuable. And Kaspa also being proof of work, fair launch, set supply, the supply is going to stop and it's going to decrease. It's decreasing now anyways. The demand for it, if it gets in the energy sector, is going to rise more and more. So in that regard, then the price will pump. That's simple supply and demand. So Kaspa price will pump. Some Polinsky is Satoshi. I mean, maybe. I'm not going to get into the whole conspiracy behind that, but maybe. I mean, he's definitely a legend in the space, recognized by all the leading institutions and banks. But anyways, let's get into some KRC20 meme tokens here. So if we want to hear from Somps first, not the most talked about meme token right now, which I get, but either way, we got here, received the confirmation from Mexi Exchange about the successful integration of the KRC protocol. We are in the process of transacting the fees plus token for the listing. So Mexi seemingly are now accepting listings from KRC20. They took a while to get the protocol up and running on their platform, and looks like Somps is going to be on Mexi very, very soon. As I mentioned already, we know that Goad is already on, or going to be on. No, it actually is already on Mexi, an AI meme coin. The first KRC20 token is on Mexi right now, which is very, very bullish. Right now we can see, looking at Goad right now is currently at $17.6 million market cap. Volume's not actually that crazy, 61,000. Holders right now 6.5k. So the adoption for Goad is growing more and more, which is what I suspect would happen. And I think it could continue in that fashion as well, with it still being the AI meme meta. And we got here from Conan. Next token. We are preparing to launch on CoinStore EXC. So pack their bags now and consolidate as much as you can. Again, we're seeing more and more adoption. These memes, and right now, that the value of the tokens aren't going parabolic, to say the least, because the market's not in the position right now. We had a lot of the pumps already. Kiki is doing very well. I'm going to get into why in a moment, because I did see a big announcement for Kiki earlier today. But we're seeing the adoption again. Look, Somps is actually going quite parabolic after their announcements. So we are seeing the token starting to make a bit of a recovery. And again, there's still so many exchanges that have not listed these projects yet. And one of the announcements I'm going to showcase now is, in particular, very, very big. Where is it? Here. VCs are coming to the KRC20 ecosystem. Now, of course, that's not the people who like the fair launch element of it, and that could be a bit bearish for you. But VCs means money, means a lot of money coming to KRC20, which means potentially more listings, more price pumps. Another great some more great news for Somps. We're excited to announce that we've reached an agreement with a prominent VC, the first one ever in the KRC20 ecosystem. Briefly, the agreement is to provide them with 15% of the supply in exchange for securing more Tier 2/Tier 1 centralized listings for the project. So, the VC is coming to Somps, the KRC20 ecosystem, the Somps token, and they're giving them a bit of supply, but in return, the VC is going to end up getting them these big exchanges. So far, they're working together with 3 exchanges, being KuCoin, Gate, and Bybit. So Somps right now, that's why Somps is rallying. I'm not saying, again, ape into Somps. But we understand how crypto projects pump into space, especially meme tokens. You should understand that. FOMO. Right now, there's FOMO for Somps because we now know Somps has got Mexi on the horizon. It's got Gate, KuCoin, and Bybit in the works. They've got a VC coming to back it. So again, the VC could put you off, and I get that. I'm not necessarily getting into Somps. I haven't decided yet. I'm on the fence about it, but I do have strong belief now that with that announcement, we're going to see the price pump quite drastically. 3 big exchanges, Bybit, KuCoin, and Gate. 3 very, very big exchanges. 3 the biggest one that Kaspa has right now. So that is very good to see, and potentially some more Tier 1s coming very, very soon. And then here we've got some more from Goad. Goad, in just 3 hours, Goad will make history. So that's already happened now, because that happened about 8 hours ago from now. But yeah, they're on now Mexi, a major Tier 2 exchange. And, the second Tier 2 listing is paid and currently under integration on. So there's going to be another one, another big tier 2 coming very, very soon for gold, which will help this price go up higher and higher. And gold also has now been listed officially on CoinGecko. So once more, we're seeing the adoption of these meme tokens growing more and more. And with that, we're now also seeing the addresses rise higher and higher. People are making money through KRC20 tokens, and they're flipping their profit into Kaspa when its price is down. 488,668 holders addresses right now. Again, it doesn't mean this many people, it means addresses. You can have multiple addresses for the same person. But either way, it's growing more and more. It's growing more and more, which is very, very bullish. Very, very bullish to see. And it can continue in this fashion with what's incoming again. That's just one element of many. And this is why Kiki's pumping. As I showcased before, Kiki is doing very, very well right now. Currently up 193% to almost $3 million market cap, 84,000 24-hour trading volume. And the reason why is because Kiki is now been on CoinEx, which we know CoinEx has been a great exchange for Kaspa tokens. Every time a Kaspa token has been listed on CoinEx, they've done insane numbers initially. And they still do quite well right now. I think, even Nacho now. Nacho is going up a little bit more. I think it's because they're listed on, you can see it now, PineX US should be here. Yeah, so look at that. This is why we need US exchanges. Right now, this for me is crystal clear proof to you all. Why we need US exchanges, why PineX announcement and integration with Kaspa, which happened last month, was very, very bullish. The US market, even now with their lack of regulations, they dominate this space. The US audience dominates it. If there's regulatory clarity in the US, this space would be parabolic. But they've kept it back, which is jarring for all of us, especially people in America, I'm sure. I know people in New York still struggle, the Big Apple. But here, look, you see PineX US, it completely obliterates the volume. We can see where the adoption right now is happening with Kaspa, majority in the US. 1.7 million 24-hour trading volume. That's ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that alone is equal to all the other combined. I'm just doing quick math off my head right now. I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure it does equal that. Actually, I'm telling a lie. It easily surpasses that. What am I talking about? Yeah, it easily surpasses that. That's over double all of that. That's ridiculous. That's why if you see the likes of PineX US list more of these projects or other US exchanges, for example, I'm going to find it. Look, seeing the popularity of Nacho, and Nacho also announced they're trying to get Uphold as well. That would be equally as bullish. We're seeing even more adoption in the United States, which means Nacho will, soar higher and higher in that regard as well. Kaspi Crew also doing quite a lot right now. We're excited to tell you our big listing is around the corner. The official announcement is coming in the next couple of days, directly from the exchange. We haven't mentioned it until now because of NDA that keeps us from sharing details until it's officially live. But now I heard something meant to be MEXC, but again we can't say for sure. Either way, next couple of days something big is incoming. Very, very big. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. We'll be talking about that in the stream, of course. Even more so, before the stream, I'm sure I end up putting it in my free Discord server. So if you want to find out as early as possible, then definitely go check it out in the chat once more. In the description, also on my YouTube homepage. And then also we've got Kango, which Kango have been doing amazing as well right now. It's $1 billion community built in 6 days. That is huge. We see Kango right now, currently at $2.7 million market cap, just short of 1 million 24-hour trading volume. It's come back a bit of a correction, but that's expected. But Kango equally's got some it's got on XT and CoinEx as well right now. Adoption's going very, very well. It's been up for a week. A lot of these projects are doing very, very well right now. And we are still lacking adoption. Still so very early. It's huge. And here we got from Shy once more. I will repeat this 10 times a second if necessary. The KRC20 launch on the Kaspa network is the single largest and most successful in production experiment in the history of proof of work. Not speculation, not conspiracy. That's fact. You can look at the source. That's proof of it. That's fact. The initial launch, the relaunch, even the first launch was quite good, but the actual relaunch, the relaunch of KRC20 last month is the most successful in the history of proof of work. All these projects here are proof of works. Ethereum's now more proof of stake, but even way, it's still proof of work. They started off proof of work. The most successful in the history of the proof of work space. And arguably the crypto space in general anyways. Thousands of cheap computers around the world effortlessly processing 300 transactions per second and mempool queues of of up to 130k pending transactions, and that's all before 10 BPS, which is going to be coming in 4 to 5 months' time. You know the drill. We are early. You know how I say it. We are so early. We are so very early that the developers are institutionally recognized. They are legends in the space. Smart contracts is going to be coming very, very soon. 10 PPS is going to be coming very, very soon, which will make Kaspa that much better, that much more dominant. The KR20 project are going to be getting more and more major listings coming very, very soon, seeing its adoption higher and higher, and that in turn will funnel those profits into Kaspa once more. Kaspa is getting the adoption from big people as well. Big people, and again, the KII are going to help send Kaspa to the next level of, adoption in this space. The energy sector, which again, I'll play it once more for those who, it's only a 15-second video, those who joined in late. Kevin O'Leary, a shark, the Shark Tank, TV series, he's a shark, a millionaire. He says here, if he knew Trump would win, he'd long energy. Therefore, you could loosely connect it to being bullish on Kaspa, because Kaspa is going to be deeply integrated into the energy sector by the KII. If you don't believe me, do your research. I've showed you time and time again. Just look through the KII what I'm talking about of Kaspa. Or check out my previous videos on my channel where I've talked about Kaspa as well. But take a listen to this real quick again.
If I knew with certainty Trump was going to win, I would be going long energy right now at 6 and 7 P stocks. I'd be putting a huge amount of money into U.S. energy stocks, and I can't get any of my fellow investors to go with me there yet. We simply don't know.
So there, again, quick recap for those who are already watching and those who just joined in. This is what Kevin O'Leary stated. Again, I got linked this through my free Discord, so I shout out to Mr. Miles once again, your legend. And he let us all know that, again, should Trump be the winner, we could see the energy sector bloom, crypto would definitely bloom, and that would be bullish for the crypto space, but also in particular Kaspa, with what they're going to be utilized in the energy sector for. I'll show you this video earlier as well. Matthew Siegel, the head of digital asset research at Banek, is bullish on Bitcoin and saying that right now we are seeing a very good bullish setup pre-election around the world, not just in the United States, but around the world for Bitcoin, effectively confirming where we're going to see the market go very, very soon. We are part of the less than 5% right now. In this stream, we are smaller than that, of course. Kaspa right now, the holders of that is less than 500k addresses of Kaspa. So if you think 5% of holders right now hold crypto, majority of that is going to be Bitcoin, of course. That's how much of the population actually are investing into crypto, less than that. Kaspa is probably 5% of that, if not less than that as well. Kaspa is so small. And we know what they want to be utilized in this space for. We know they are recognized. The leaders, the founders and the developers are recognized in this space for what they can do. Its price rise, its dominance, in my opinion, again, not financial advice, my opinion, the rise for Kaspa is inevitable. It might be early, but early's not bad. Getting early is where you want to be. Imagine you were in at Bitcoin at $1 or $200 to be more exact, I guess. $200 Bitcoin. Would you have said, "Oh, I'm too early to get into Bitcoin," and left it? If you had the option to think about it now, that's the way I think about Kaspa. Probably a bit of a warped maxi mindset, mind you, but still, that's where I think of Kaspa. I'm thinking, oh wow, if I could get a Bitcoin at $200, would I have done that? Back then, probably not, but knowing where it's at right now, definitely. So I treat Kaspa the same way I'm treating Bitcoin at $200. I'm getting it now when it's so cheap, where it's currently 66.5% undervalued according to the power law. I'm like, oh yeah, it's going to go higher. It's got to go higher because it's going to be utilized more than Bitcoin's utilized in the mining aspect, in what the KII is going to do with it, and the sector now. Back then, Bitcoin was just Bitcoin. It was leading the space, and it still is. But now you've got institutions who are now trying to get involved in the space, meaning that the money that was seen in Bitcoin was all retail. Now it's going to be institutional money coming in as well. So you could actually see multiple trillions more flood into the space over the next course, the next 10, 20 odd years. This cycle in particular as well is going to be very, very bullish. And this week in particular, as history has shown us time and time again, is going to be very, very, very bullish. This week could be a very big week for crypto and Kaspa in particular. I do believe we'll see Bitcoin surpass 70k this week. I think there's a good chance of that. And then hopefully try and test all-time highs again pre-election. The election is going to be on the 5th of November. which is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days away now. 8 days away until we see the elections. So I think come the end of this week, we'll see Bitcoin push 70k and start maybe trying to rally towards 7. If the sentiment in the community, in the space, is Trump's going to be the victor, we'll see Bitcoin push. If they think that Kamala Harris is holding her ground and she's going to be able to come out on top, you might not see Bitcoin surpass higher than 70k. It'll come back down, but also then it'll come back up again, because that's what the nature of crypto is, where it's at right now. And this is proof of it once more. Hong Kong says they will issue more crypto exchange licenses by the end of 2024. So again, the next 2 months is going to be insanely bullish for crypto, as not just in the United States, hopefully, as I showed you in the previous videos once more, we're going to hopefully see some regulations, some legislations in the United States with the new administration, whether it be Kamala Harris or Trump. We'll see a revamping of the SEC, and we'll see adoption in the United States, which is going to be the biggest driving market right now. But we'll see other parts of the world doing so as well. Hong Kong. The Meta Planet in Japan buys another 1.6 billion yen worth of Bitcoin. They now have over 1k Bitcoin. El Salvador has started buying 1 Bitcoin per day in 2022 when it's at 16k, and it's now at 67k, 69k. And they're going to be buying, and they're still buying 1 a day. You know, this is where we're at in the space right now. Very early, but very, very bullish. And this is currently where we're at with the political talk right now as well. The top donor contributions to Donald Trump and Kamala Harris as of September 2024, so last month, all of it for Kamala Harris pretty much came from Google and Microsoft. Now, according to Elon Musk, they control almost all the web searches. So in that regard, yes, we're still seeing a lot of people want to see Kamala Harris come out on top. And maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. We don't actually know for sure yet. We're still waiting for that. Again, we don't know who's going to come out on top. We're seeing still that the at least in the higher ups right now, us retailers for the most part who want crypto to thrive, most of us want Donald Trump to win. And I want Trump to win because I want to do well with crypto and Kaspa. That's why. I'm not saying Kamala Harris can't do that, but it won't be as quick because Trump has been actively endorsing and talking about crypto for years, or at least a year. And this is where we're at right now as well. The banks are currently sitting on $750 billion in losses on real estate debt, something as well that Kaspa will get involved in. Again, if you paid attention and looked at the KRI and the stuff they announced, they have their asset mint project with Kaspa that will also let them access and target the commodity market, but also the real estate market as well. So that could be big, and Kaspa could hopefully save the real estate market as well in that regard. Again, it won't happen overnight, but it could happen at some point. This number, though, $750 billion in losses, is 7 times larger than the 08 financial crisis with the housing bubble popped. So when the financial crisis in 08 was called the housing bubble, we are 7 times worse than that right now. And somehow the economy is apparently still meant to be fine. Soft landing are guaranteed according to the Fed and the newspaper articles. That is ridiculous to me. So the way I see it is we are in a problem which, there's no fixing it. And that's why they're, also semi choosing to jump ship to crypto to kind of get away from the situation and use crypto to save it in the same time. That's why you're seeing, exchanges like Ripple XRP Ledger having the ability to tokenize debt, T-bills, and other exchanges doing the same thing as well. I think the after this bull cycle, we'll probably see, again, speculative, not financial advice. We'll talk about it more when the markets develop more and we'll have a better idea of it. But I think there's a chance we'll see quite a severe economic financial crisis following the bull cycle, and then it'll be down for how long the crisis lasts, and then we'll see the recovery and markets back to normal, if you will, with crypto taking its place in the financial system. And I think by that point, capital will be well ingrained into the system with smart contracts already there, with tier 1s already listed, with 10 BPS already happening, if not already hired by that point, with the KRI getting more involved, And again, maybe Elon Musk could help that. Not Elon Musk, Donald Trump. Elon Musk says, well, actually, no, both of them. Elon Musk says he could help reduce US government annual spending by $2 trillion if Donald Trump is elected president. Now, again, whether that's true or not, we don't know. My man here says it's impossible. We'll have to see where it goes from here. But the point being is right now we are seeing a very, very clear divide between one party and the other, Elon Musk and Trump versus seemingly the world. Now, who's in the right? We can't say for sure. I want my crypto bags to pump. As we all do, I'm sure. So that's only the reason why I am, in a sense, pro-Trump. But I'm just pro-crypto, so I choose what's better for me. It's a selfish mindset. But it's a selfish world. It's a dog-eat-dog world. That's the way I see it. And that's why when people are flooding Kaspa, I get happy. Because I know it's a dog-eat-dog world, and I know that they're going to be crying when Kaspa is valued at $1, and it's not going to go back to being cheap again. D4, my man, yes, guys, smash the like button. Helps out more than you know. We are at 50 people. We're at 75 people now watching. There should be 50 likes minimum. I'd love to believe that, but at the end of the day, please like the video, the stream. It helps out more than you know. And yeah, I've been doing this for 89 days in a row. Quite crazy, if you ask me. Just bought 92 more Kaspa. Yeah, big up to you, my man. You're going to be a millionaire for sure. Gold, Love, and Mexi and doing really good. Yeah, I mean, that announcement to me is crazy. Yeah, Mexi seemingly is now getting more and more involved in the ecosystem. Also the other big exchanges as well. Coup, Gate, Bybit, all now getting involved with the KS20 tokens more and more as well, which is very bullish. So I'm looking forward to see what happens from there as well. The reason why Mexi didn't list any project beforehand is because they hadn't integrated the KS20 protocol just yet, but they have now. I got some money out of Grass airdrop that launched today and put it into Kaspa. Big up to you, my man. Really that hustle, I love that. Is it true proof of work? Kaspa is much harder to get exchange listings. Anyway, if it's true proof of work, is it much harder to get exchange listings? You know why, if so. Effectively speaking, because Kaspa is true proof of work, it means that where every other project in this space, and I mean every other project in this space, besides Bitcoin, of course, so, you know, Solana, XRP, Tron, Doge, all the other projects in this space, they had some form of VC or whale backing, right? They weren't fully decentralized. True proof of work in the sense that just means it's scalable. It's really adhered to just proof of work. It had no VC backing. Obviously, you've got VCs coming in through SOMPs, but that's the KS20 ecosystem. That's not Kaspa in itself. But it is true proof of work. Point being is, there was no, like, the developers, there was no pre-allocation to developers, no ICOs. It was just purely mined on the day, and therefore that means there was no money in storage for developers or anyone really to just say, yeah, here you go, Binance, list our project, like every other project in this space does. And the result of that, it means the tier ones and the exchanges, they'd have to build up their own allocation of Kaspa to then have enough liquidity, enough liquidity to then make a listing of the project. Otherwise, they just capitulate. Big tier ones, they need more than other ones as well because, they're bigger and they're more trusted. So we did hear an announcement though, as I mentioned in this video, my last video. It's been a while since I made a video, I apologize for that. But my last video here 12 days ago, we heard a Kaspa developer, we heard Wolfie, the head of listing, confirm that the two main reasons why we're not seeing listings right now is regulatory clarity, which the SEC has been screwing up. And the other one is because the exchanges don't understand Kaspa enough. Because Kaspa's not Bitcoin. It is great, but Kaspa is so innovative that it's more than just Bitcoin. It's the only project in existence with a block DAG. Everything else is just a chain, so they don't understand the DAG. They need to understand what it is and also understand if there's any inherent risk with Kaspa. So trying to understand it more and more. And Kaspa's research is 12 years long. It can't be taught in a few months. Unless you're Marathon, who does Bitcoin money, so they can understand it quicker. It takes them a while. Wolfie confirmed in that dev meeting that I showcased in that video that Kaspa, that the tier ones don't even want money to list Kaspa. So when people are saying, let's create a crowd fund, a community fund to get Kaspa on tier ones, Wolfie said, you don't even need to do that. You don't, because they don't want money to list a project. They just want to understand it enough and have regulatory clarity to be able to do the listing. Now, I heard something about Kraken apparently could be listing in December. We'll have to wait and see. Kraken, I think, will happen this year, most definitely, and I think then Binance and the coins will follow hopefully soon afterwards. I'm more leaning towards after 10 BPS migration, so maybe late Q1, early Q2. And we'll see the rest. I mean, again, the exchanges, they know of Kaspa to be confirmed from Wolfie for at least a year now. They know of Kaspa. You've got Binance, who have done a zero fees mining pool, and they have Kaspa Futures, as well as done an AMA interview with Kaspa developers and people like that. And they also have done other big stuff with Kaspa. The interview was very, very successful as well. Coinbase funded the research for Kaspa. OKX, they are a venture arm of the KEF Kasplex, KRC20. They are a venture of that. Kraken, again, we know that we're on the listing roadmap. You got other ones like, crypto.com that I'm sure are also aware. All the big exchanges, I'm sure they know of Kaspa. Wolfie confirmed that they've been talking to the 6 top exchanges for a very long time now. I think at least a year. So when they come, I don't know. And it's frustrating, I'm sure, but it will come in due time, and you want to get in before the listing. When the announcement was made, oh yeah, cracking to list Kaspa, it's going to do that. When you get the announcement of, oh yeah, Binance considering Kaspa Spot listing, it's going to do something even more stupid, right? That's the FOMO. It'll be FOMO, fear of missing out. You'll see the price drop, just spike up. You want it in before the tier 1, before smart contract, before 10 BPS. My personal opinion, at least, not financial advice again. Smart contract announcements, timing must be in the next 3 months to catch the bull run. Yeah, but again, I'm not overly confident we'll see smart contracts come out in 3 months. If it happens, fantastic. There's speculation it could happen, but I'm not as hopeful about that. And again, in fact, 3 months, I'm very sure it won't, because smart contracts will most likely have to come out after 10 BPS, which will happen, in 4 months from now. So smart contracts may come out at a similar time, but I think it'll come afterwards. I'm more leaning towards end of 2025. So it might miss the bull cycle, but end of the day, that just means the correction for Kaspa will be less so. And even then, you're getting before the smart contract is still very bullish, in my opinion. Same thing for gold, like for Dog K, the premium created FUD, but when the newest big listings, they will come to explode. Yeah, again, that's the one reason why people don't like Dog K. That's why I understand the sentiment behind us in the community not liking pre-minted projects, because we like Kaspa, which is a fair launch. But the benefit of having something that's pre-minted, the developers, they therefore have the money backing to get the listings quicker. SOMPs, 80%. And they've got another VC incoming. They can now get Bybit, KuCoin, Gate, MEXC, big exchanges, the biggest ones so far for Counter 20, they can get them in. Gold, MEXC, because they have VC backing, they can get the big listing. They need the money, right? Obviously, MEXC and stuff, they launched Kaspa without any backing, to my knowledge. They just listed it, but these are memes. They're not Kaspa. And Dog K is a similar thing as well. They get big listings for that as well. So there's a benefit to them. Of course, there's always the inherent risk with them, but the same as can be done with 0% pre-minting. We've seen numerous projects that have already collapsed from that regard as well. So nothing guaranteed in this space. Do your own research, of course, but that's the benefit of that, which is why these projects may do very well. If they get big listings, people will definitely flood to them, I'm sure. Yo, my man, Elisa, and you're the one that joined my Discord server very recently as well. Shout out to you. I enjoy your content, and your Discord Kaspa is definitely a long study and fully understand it. I'm more bullish on Kaspa. Again, I'm so happy that you are really enjoying the server. Alyssa joined the server, I think, about a week ago now. I'm going to check it just to be sure. Alyssa joined about a week ago. And yeah, she is, just been quietly, but again, learning more. Yeah, exactly a week ago now. It's actually a week today. And she's just been learning more and more on the server. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It actually makes me really happy to know that you're enjoying and learning a lot from there. And that you're even more bullish from Kaspa because of these streams and because of my Discord server. So yeah, again, if you want to learn more, then check out Discord server. Again, it's in the chat. But again, thank you very much, Alyssa, for being a dedicated member to the community, and also your $5 Canadian donation. That has made my day. You don't need to do that. No one does, but it does make me very happy. So again, I thank you. I thank you massively. I thank you massively. As soon as Tangent supports Nacho next month, I will scoop some up. Then hopefully after more DEX and central exchanges come, I don't trust any of the software wallets for long-term holding. Yeah, and that's also another thing Bingo Bango mentions right here, which is also a thing you've got to keep in mind. These meme tokens right now, they're doing well. They are. But we are still very much lacking the one thing that us holders really, really value the most, which is, trust, right? It's trust. That's why we don't like going for stuff that's not pre-minted, because we don't trust that. And you can't trust exchanges either, not always. That's why there's always the saying, not your keys, not your crypto. You can also use the exchange to buy your crypto, but most people keep it on a Tangent wallet. The point being is, right now, there's not really any, in that regard, safe or secure way to hold your crypto. Because there's no Tangent wallet, integration just yet, but that's happening in mid-November. So that's why, again, this announcement, there's talk about, November being a very, very bullish week for Bitcoin. It could be, that's this week, right? But November's going to be even more bullish for Bitcoin. There's no doubt about it. Kaspa will equally, I believe, go very, very parabolic, with Tangents supporting KES 20 machine. The adoption for KES 20 will grow more and more, which therefore means we'll see the price most likely rise as well. There's a high possibility of that. And we'll hopefully see some more listings come through. We'll see these adoptions go more and more crazy. There's so much to look forward to for Kaspa, in my opinion. And then you've got all this stuff happening with crypto as well right now. So much incoming. In my opinion, Gold and Dog K will outperform every other fair launch meme on KS20. The tier 2 and T1 external exchange doesn't ask a lot of money and will be hard for a fair launch project to get them through donations. That's a fair assumption, Toggle Delay. I don't disagree with the assumption. However, I think assets like Nacho will just perform well because of its inherent name behind Kaspa being Shy's cat. I think Nacho is still going to be the biggest one on the thing. That's okay, maybe it's a slight bias, but I think Nacho's going to be the biggest one. I do think Dog K and Goad and even Summit potentially could get some significant listings, but you know, we'll have to wait and see at the end of the day. But I do think they'll do quite well. They have seemingly got the trust behind them now, even though they aren't fair launch. Damn, okay, guys. Jason, my man, again, thank you very much. $5 donation. Thanks for the constant streams. Can't wait to see how well the memes and Kaspa do. Appreciate all your great info. Special like everyone. Again, not only have to do that, but I do greatly appreciate it. I've been doing these for 89 days in a row. Nearly that 100 milestone. And yeah, I appreciate you all. Thank you very much for being in the streams and supporting the channel. And again, just researching. Because I do this, because I want to help people out, but also I want people to understand that research is so important. And the one thing that, when I was first learning crypto, the part that's hard is trying to find out where to find the research. That's the hardest thing in this space. Research in itself is hard, but the hardest part is trying to start off. That's why I do these streams. That's why I have my free Discord server. So people have a way to at least have a starting point to know where to look for the information, and they can do their own research as well on top of that. But again, massive appreciation. Thank you very much, Jason, and to you, Alyssa, both of you for the donations. Made my day. And we'll hopefully all be rich in the months and hopefully years to come as well. Don't fade Bert, quick crypto, waiting for bit more information this week. Oh, don't worry, I'm not fading Bert. Bert is like in my top 5 or 6 meme tokens right now. My top 5 is Nacho, Kaspa, Bert, Kaspi, and I feel like I'm missing one. Kaspa Ghost. Wait, no. Nacho, Kaspa Ghost, Kaspi, Bert. I'm definitely missing one. It was normally up here. It seems to have dropped off now. My head's gone. What? Kaspi, Bert, Conan. Gosh, it is right in front of my eyes. Oh my god. No, that's embarrassing. Conan. Yeah, those are my top 5. My top 5 memes right now is Nacho, Conan, Kaspa, Bert, and Kaspi. The other ones that I do see value in, I think they will do well. I do like the thought of Goad being AI memes right now. The meme meta is AI memes, so I think Goad could quite well. I do have a bit more faith now in Dog K, truth be told. Stuff like Kiki's doing a bit of a rally right now. Somps again is doing quite a bit of rally. Got a big stuff coming through as soon as well. There are other projects in this space that I do have belief in, even Pepe as well. And of course, if you're not talking memes, talking about just projects, then KDAO of course up there as well for what KDAO is. But I don't fade Bert. Those are the ones I like the most. Price prediction for Nacho, good question. I think it inherently depends on the price of Kaspa in the cycle. Because the way you see it, to my knowledge, is a meme token, at least the most prominent one underneath it, right? It should do 5 to 10% of the allocation on the market cap of the actual project. So if Kaspa reaches a $50 billion market cap, so that's only $2 in the cycle. That's quite bearish in my opinion, but 50 billion market cap, naturally in that regard should reach 500 million. Nope. Yes, 50 billion is 500 million to... Why am I tweaking? No. Okay, yeah, okay. So $50 billion market cap for Kaspa means Nacho should do a $2.5 billion to $5 billion market cap. Okay? So I'll write that out just because I couldn't. So if Kaspa does $50 billion market cap, then Nacho should do 5-10% that, which is 2.5 to 5. That's how I believe it should be, according to stuff that I've researched into it. So but again, if Kaspa goes higher, then Nacho go higher as well. So for me, I do believe Nacho will surpass $1 billion market cap, which right now we can see, look at Nacho. Nacho's currently sitting at 63 million, so that's at least a 50 next from here. That's what I personally believe. Again, not financial advice to your own research, but that's from what I understand about the meme token markets. Right now, I'm learning more and more every day. We'll see where it goes from there, though. And I'm going to remove all that because I don't want that on my trading view chart. Need help, man. Welcome back to the stream. Sup quick. If Israel gets obliterated, will Kaspa go to zero? Is Kaspa still a good option, even with that in mind? Good question. It's tough to say. I will still hold Kaspa, but I understand because obviously the developers behind Kaspa are from Israel, that there's going to be that sense behind it that if Israel gets obliterated, then Kaspa's done for. But Kaspa is a crypto. Kaspa. The fact that Kaspa's developers are from Israel, that maybe seems a negative thing, but for me, I'd like to believe that Kaspa being just what it is, a fair enough proof of work, focusing on integrating into the whole financial and energy sector, all that sort of stuff, that Kaspa's price, I think it will definitely correct with that regard, but I don't think it would go to zero. I think Kaspa, for what Kaspa's technology is, Kaspa wouldn't go to zero. Because there'll be people who, again, people who will definitely think, oh, that's very, very negative, and they'll sell their bag, definitely. I see that happening. If that was to happen again. Hopefully it does not, because that would be disastrous. But there'll be people who have my mindset, I'm sure, who would think, oh yeah, but Kaspa's not an Israel coin. Kaspa's a fair enough proof of work coin. The trilemma solver, it's not an Israel coin. The developers are from Israel, but it's not an Israel coin. So it should be fine. And then therefore the price will go down, but they just buy the dips to go back up again. Free Breaker, hey, thanks for doing lives every day after day. You're welcome, my man. I appreciate it. Be stacking the dip on Bert. Again, yeah, Bert's one that I do think could do quite well. Bert right now is only at $4.3 million market cap, 224,000 24-hour trading volume, and I think Bert has a chance to go higher. W Dono, yeah, 100%. Thank you very much again, Alyssa, and also to you too, Jason, for the donations. Even with smart contract, you still have to allow for things to be built on it. Again, yeah, that's true. Like smart contract coming to Kaspa, smart contract would definitely cause Kaspa price to rise from us community, but the actual adoption would have to wait for stuff to be built on top of it. So that still takes some time to happen, and there isn't enough time to do so in this cycle. So in a meaningful way, anyways, you're completely right. So next run will definitely be better. I completely agree with that statement. Even if you get smart contracts right now, today, maybe, but even then, things can take ages to build. We know that Kaspa, again, 12 years worth of research and building. Like, it takes a long time. So smart contract will be a bullish signal for us holders who are in early, but for any, it still have to take some time for projects to be built on top of it. It'd just be a bullish catalyst, though. Got 100,000 Bert for 86 before it got big. Damn. You're living life, my man. Big up to you. Just lurking. That's all good, my man. Again, just chill, enjoy the stream, and just have a good time, man. Hopefully you're learning. Price prediction for Conan. Good question as well. That one is not as, that one for me is not as clear cut as Nacho's price prediction may be. Conan right now is deemed as the dog of Kaspa because it's doing insane in terms of volume, constantly speeding up in volume right now. Stuff like K-Pulse, the first dog of Kaspa, but it's not got the same level of adoption, and Dog K, of course, is higher market cap. So it's a bigger project right now, and it's got the VC backing, or the token backing. So in that regard, it could do better. But right now, I still personally believe that Conan is the dog of Kaspa. Not how high it will go. I don't think it'll do as big as Nacho. I could be wrong though, but I don't think it will do as big as Nacho. I think for me, Conan's probably a $200 million market cap. That's what conservative is 100. Average for me is $200 million market cap. If memes continue in this fashion as well, definitely, I think that's possible. So again, that would be 10, 20, 25x from here as well. Again, not financial advice. That's just where I personally see it. Need to see some Bert info. They're releasing a launch pad. Yes, I have seen that already. I think I'm sure I showed that in my previous streams that Bert are launching releasing a launch pad. And this stuff, again, I've put this all in my video server again, so you can always see it in there. I'll just go on my Discord and find it actually, because I have got it in there already. Chaos 20 projects tab. Scroll up, and there's the Bert launch pad there. So the UI and demo for the launch pad. Up next is staking and KASID. So that's coming, very, very soon, which is very, very cool. Very, very cool. So we'll see some big stuff coming for Bert again. Conan also made a big announcement as well. Conan had this recently. Taos announced that'll be the first KRC20 token to be traded against Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB via CoinStore, EXC. And we just saw an announcement earlier that I showcased that Conan's going to be on CoinStore very, very soon. So they're going to be very, very soon trading against Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB. So Bert's doing amazing. Other memes are doing very, very well as well. So again, just bullish news all around for me. Currently, you have to swap Kaspa for KS20s. Trust me, they have the funding. The devs dump the Kaspa holdings to fund their projects, thus contributing to Kaspa's price action. Just lately, just my opinion. Yeah, that's a good theory. I think it's definitely, again, it's logical theory in my opinion, definitely. Maybe I'm incorrect in my understanding, but I think that's how it works. Feel to correct me if I'm wrong. I think it makes sense. Yeah, you know, they have the funding. You know, you have to swap Kaspa for KS20. I think it makes sense. We'll see. Again, we'll see more options very, very soon. Although I do think there are some options right now where you can, on exchanges, you can get, you know, the KS20 tokens for USDT now. So it might come that way in regard as well. But again, it's definitely possible. So Kaspa will bloom only the next cycle in 4 years. No, that's not what I'm saying. This is Kaspa's first bull cycle. New projects always perform the best in their first cycle. Kaspa may be early, but the FOMO around the project is definitely there for what it did in the bear cycle. It's come off recently, but the FOMO for Project Kaspa, what's going to build, is still definitely there. So Kaspa, I still think, will do some very big gains in this cycle. And the next cycle, when all the other developments come out, it's probably going to only go higher from there. My BERT prediction. Okay, BERT prediction. I don't think it's currently as big as the likes of Conan. So BERT, for me right now, probably be 100 to 150 million. I know it's meant to be the bet of KRC20 of Kaspa. I'm kind of like 100, 150 million, hopeful. Conservative, probably about 70 million, but even then 70 million, that's still like a 20x from here. Kappa Forman, welcome back to the stream. Evening Jay, hope you're well and everyone else is doing in this crazy month. Yeah, October is officially over. Bitcoin's done well. Bitcoin is now up. October started here. So Bitcoin's now up 8%. So it's been an upturn for Bitcoin. Kaspa, unfortunately, has not been so lucky. October was here. And it's come down, and it's now currently down 26%. So, you know, Kaspa's done terribly in that regard. But, hey, if you still believe in Kaspa, then that shouldn't cause you any concern, in my opinion. Nacho 2 billion. Yeah, I think Nacho 2 billion is also very possible. I think 1 billion is conservative. Has anything changed about your pipeline for 2025? Good question. Yes, but not drastically. Like, my prediction previously was, you know, it was $3 minimum, $5 average, $7 hopeful, like likely, and $10 is like the bullish scenario. Things can change quickly in this space, and especially the next 2 months could be crazy, potentially. So I think we could still be on track for something like that, but my predictions come back a little bit. Not much. My prediction for bearish case scenario, like minimum I think Kaspa could reach, is $2. I still hold strong on $4 to $5 Kaspa being the likelihood. But then at that point, point being, I'd be surprised if Kaspa gets above $100 billion market cap this cycle. That's still incredible. That'd be a $4 or $5 Kaspa. I think Kaspa should reach $100 billion market cap. I'm hopeful for that still, especially if we get the tier ones incoming as well and all the other stuff coming. If you get like all tier ones and all other developments coming through as well, Kaspa could still reach, you know, the likes of $7, so something a bit more up there. But I mean, I'd love to be proven wrong. I'd love Kaspa to go higher and higher, and equally, if Kaspa does not go high enough, I'm holding Kaspa for 10 years, so it doesn't really bother me, because I know long term, with the energy sector, what's happening, it's still going to do insane. Bert's going to take off soon, get some before the pump. That's a good idea. Again, same thing for Kaspa, yeah. You want to get him before the pump. And I think Bert's got some big... And Bert, all the meme tokens right now got a lot of big things coming through it. Again, Nacho's got Uphold seemingly incoming. Somps has got some big listings coming very, very soon. Goad is now on Mexi, and it's an AI meme, so that's also very bullish. More listings coming as well. Dog K's got some listings. Bert's got a launch pad and other stuff coming very, very soon. Conan, again, going to be trading against Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB via CoinStore very, very soon. All of the tokens are going to hopefully do very, very well, and I'm looking forward to it, definitely. Is it possible in your opinion that price of Kaspa is so low because it's being manipulated by the exchanges? Definitely. This website is coinglass.com/long-short ratio. That's the Bitcoin part here. Scroll down, we can find KAS Kaspa right here, and you can see on the 4 hour what's happening right now. 5 minutes, shocker, Kraken is completely short again. Always Kraken, 100% shorting, ridiculous. Like, that's Kraken right now. They're doing okay, something a little bit earlier. Yeah, like I think the price definitely is being manipulated by the exchanges. Right now, it's kind of averaged out, if you will. But yeah, the price definitely seems to be, you know, I think there's definitely an element of manipulation going on. Again, that's why you're seeing the addresses right now. You look at the addresses, the price is going down, but you're seeing the adoption go higher and higher, but the price is going down because the bigger addresses are selling. So I think that's a definite possibility. Hey Quick Crypto, Bingo Bango. Is that a new Bingo Bango or the same Bingo Bango? Because it's a new thumbnail. Did you see the launch of Gold on Mexi? The first? Yes, I did see that. Yes, I have. I showcased that announcement here. Yeah, that again, very very cool. And they seemingly got another one under integration right now, so that could also happen very very soon as well, which is huge. Nacho to 1 billion market cap. I'm getting the logo tattoo. 2 billion. I'm buying a private island. Well, hopefully I'm invited to a private island, my man. What if Kaspa's are 2% of Bitcoin market? What if Kaspa's percent of Bitcoin market cap, if possible, reaches? Yeah. Okay. Good question. Okay, so it's not you. Okay, it's not you. Some other bingo bango. Cool. Okay. Good question. I think let's say right. We look at the crypto market cap. Bitcoin is currently at 1.3 trillion. I'm gonna think Bitcoin could probably reach, I want to say 4 trillion, which would be I want to say 3-4 trillion. So that would be about a 200k Bitcoin, give or take. So let's just say, for numbers' sake, right, hypothetical sake, right, if it reaches 4 trillion, then I think Kaspa does reach, and that it'd be what? I think Kaspa has the potential, maybe not in this cycle, but in the cycle to come, definitely. I think the cycle Kaspa could get close to 1% of Bitcoin's market cap. Close to 1%. I mean, it definitely could go higher. I mean, 1% of Bitcoin's market cap right now would be, I think that's 13 billion, I'm not mistaken, the math is correct. Yeah, 13. So anything above 13 billion right now is 1% of Bitcoin's market cap. So Kaspa is current. Yeah, so actually, wait, we want to talk about definitely about that. Right now for Bitcoin, 13 billion is 1%. Kaspa right now is at just below 3 billion. And I think Kaspa, let's say Bitcoin gets to 4 trillion, will Kaspa then get 40 billion? I think so, definitely. So I think Kaspa, that guy, can probably get about between, I would like to say 2%, maybe 2.5% of Bitcoin's market cap, if possibly. If you get the right developments, the right exchange listings, enough institutional adoption, I think Kaspa could get 2% of Bitcoin's market cap in this cycle. Yeah, thank you for helping me out. Yeah, because my brain, again, just short-circuited a little bit, but I got there. Yeah, I think Kaspa should hopefully reach that. Kaspa had $150 million over the weekend. There's definitely essential asset buying. Well, I did not see that, so thank you for pointing that out. Again, you caught that. That's a great catch. And yeah, I mean, yeah, again, there's definitely some manipulation going on. I think Kaspa's definitely being bought on more and more. Right now, the volume is at 45 million, which is, average for Kaspa, yet the price is actually lower than it has been. So the FOMO for Kaspa is still there. The adoption's still there. The price is not appreciating right now, which is just a shame, but it is what it is. I think the price will come back. As Bufflink says, as always, reminding me when I forget. If you like the videos, the streams I'll be doing daily, then hit the like button. Share with your friends and family to get involved in the Kaspa and the space and other crypto projects, and subscribe for more short about crypto and other market sentiments and other crypto projects. And check out my free Discord server on my YouTube homepage in the description and also in the chat right now. But anyways, thank you all once more for your interactions, your learning, everything about you all. Thank you very much for being here. Did Kaspa really say smart contracts were coming soon? There was an interview with Wolfie 6 days ago, and he said that it's a year out for smart contracts. I put the link in the last stream comments. Did you? I did not see that. If you can link it again, or better still, link it in the Discord server, then I will definitely check it out. The post was effectively like, in regards to coming soon, it was mainly, it was kind of community saying that. The reason why is because you had a lot of announcements from the likes of Oyster Lee and other members at the innovation summit that happened, recently, where they were talking about smart contracts, that they're actually talking about it now. So maybe it comes sooner. That's the thought. Maybe it happens sooner than we think. But again, I'm still holding on more so that it will be, end of the bull cycle, if not maybe early 2026. That coincides with what Jonathan Topolinsky said in July, which is about a few months before that. So in that regard, then we'd see. He said it takes about 18 months to 24 months to get it done in July. So that would be Q4/Q1. For some reason, my YouTube's just crashed, but hey ho, I'm going to reload that. But either way, I am about to wrap up the stream, so don't know what's happening right now. My whole setup just seems to be crashing right now. But anyways, thank you all once again for joining the stream as always. I can't load the questions up right now because it is kind of bugged out, but I can see Talk Delay saying Satoshi himself is bringing the alpha. Yeah, maybe some Blizky is Satoshi, who knows. But anyway, thank you all for watching once more again. Massive thank you for all of those who donated and just tuning in every single day. 89 days in a row, as Freebreaker says, yeah. Be 100 very, very soon. I can't wait for that massive milestone. But yeah, I had to also